Hi, how's it going? I'm Luciano Ruas from the Brazilian Accent and Improvisation. If you like to play Brazilian music and you play melodic or harmonic instruments, you're invited to watch my videos. I talk about some details, some accent, some phrasing in Brazilian music that uh, many many musicians from out of Brazil sometimes don't know that it exists. Sometimes they underestimate these details, and these details are what make us Brazilian musicians sound authentic inside the Brazilian language. Um, the live today I'm doing again because I had a problem, and it was a live about how to memorize harmony in Choro. And I've lost the live today, and I'm doing other to substitute it, but I already have memorized the harmony of the theme Flor Amorosa from Joaquim Calado. And I'm gonna try to review this subject. I'm gonna try to talk more about the process I use to memorize, and give you some tips, and try to repeat and show what I was thinking in the moment I memorized everything. Some of you have think to memorize harmonies is easy, so I recommend you to watch videos about melody, about improvisation. And some of you can think that I have too much. It's so easy to me to memorize harmonies, so they aren't capable to do this. And I have some principles, some pillars to think in memorizing things that I've tested in a lot of students, and I realized it works with everybody. And I think the if I would talk about a principle that I think it's that our memory has limits of what we can learn in just one day, but besides that, we can start new projects at the same time. And sometimes we think our memory is on the limit, but if we start a different project, it can be a different part of this song, our memory is going to restart. You're gonna discover more of your capability of memorizing, so you can work in two parts or three different parts of the song, to work together. And when you feel tired of one, when you feel you don't have more patience, you return to another, and your mind is gonna be like new, like you haven't memorized anything. So I use different you use different parts to it's like to fake or pretending that you are doing another different thing, and your mind is gonna accept it. How can I say we can practice this? I'm gonna return to the tune I've chosen. It's Flor Amorosa from Joaquim Calado, one of the first choros known And this Choro, like I said, has 3 parts. You're seeing now the first page, the section A. In the third system, you have in the middle the section B section, and in the second page the C section. Okay. And what do I recommend for you that watch every day from my lives? You can realize that yesterday I have memorized this theme. An important detail about this theme that I have heard this theme a lot of times. It's not new for me, okay? So I recommend you to hear a lot of Brazilian music, and when you are going to choose a tune to play, choose a tune that you like to hear. The motivation you will be stronger to finish then and fight and with the challenges that can happen in the way. Okay. The first thing I've told you, that's I recommend you to memorize the last part first. Okay. I will do with the melody, but if you play a melodical instrument, you can do using arpeggios. I'm gonna try to use the memory I've done to memorize. I've used to memorize earlier. I have done this live at more or less midday, and let's see if I remind and what were my strategies in reminding. I remember that in the sixth section I've used the first grade, sharp first diminished, second grade, 5, and first. So I'm now using the harmonic analysis to memorize this. So for me, sometimes I use some part of another music. Sometimes I see some logical references in the harmony that can help me to memorize. And this I would think just we have the 1 and 2-5-1, but before doing the 2-5-1 I have one chord of preparation. Okay, 5 and 1, and the second system is similar, but we go to the third grade, and it's fifth grade. We have a stop time again on the third, and a dominant to return to the first grade. So in comparison of the first and second system, the first system we go to the second to make a 2-5, all right, and in the second system we also, but we go to the third grade. Okay, so, and we don't have a preparation chord. Let me do the first and the second system. Second system, and the third system often Choro parts has Choro sections has commonly 16th measure. So we have one phrase in the first measure, another phrase in the fourth second measure, And in the third measure, in the third group of four measures, we're gonna often repeat the first phrase, and the harmony is the same. Alright, if I play the melody. Let me repeat with the melody because to get more fluence. And on the last we have a common progression in Choro. It's and the first grade got seventh. We're transforming seventh dominant chord, going to the fourth grade, sharp fourth diminished, and we have one other common progression, 1 6 2 5. This last progression I told you is in the last measure, but I put some other chords that are not written. The measure before the last, okay? You are seeing in this lead sheet that we have a changing measure, but I see it like a fermata, all right? So I stopped in this chord for indefinite time, and I change when I think I have to change. So time designed. So it's almost here, okay, the harmony. And some of you can be asking, but for you it's easy to memorize the harmony, you have harmonic analysis, and you don't need to know harmonic analysis to. This is the way I found in this song to memorize. Sometimes you can see the way that the bass walks. It's walking neighbor tones, for example. Sometimes you can use your mechanical memory, just repeating 3 measures you can memorize and adding 1 measure with that. After you get tired, you start by another measure, and memorize 2 or 3 chords. After that you try to join them. There are a lot of different ways. I have friends that just understand the harmony by the analysis, and for me this is difficult. Sometimes I prefer to think just in the sound of the harmony. Okay, which of you has different abilities to memorize? Then try to use then and try to use the ability that doesn't make you tired in a few time. Okay, so this was the last part of this choro. Let's go now talking about the section B section. In the B section, I remind that it's very simple because B has just 8 measures, and I can think this. We have the first, fourth, and fifth. First, fourth, and fifth, and first. This is the harmony of this part that is written. And I decided to put some chords that I've heard in some recordings. Okay, I've already played this theme, but not by heart. So I think there can be some other chords. So I did some typical harmonizations in Choro, for example, changing the minor chord from a diminished 6th grade, A minor by F sharp half diminished, okay, and the chord of D minor I substitute also for C half diminished or C minor 7 flat 5th, all right. So, and we having the 2 notes in this progression. Besides doing the E7, we put one sub 5 of E7, F major, it's F7, E7, and A minor. Okay, so it's more or less like that. More time. So this was the harmony of the section B. That it's very simple. I put some chords more that I remind by heart of experiences hearing this choro. All right, and the last, let's now see the first part. That's in major tone. We started this harmony. I remind a lot by the analysis. 2-5-1, and one with major 7 and major 6, okay? And after that we have a 2-5, and we have the 2-5 of the 4th grade. 4th grade, the flat 7th, that substitute the flat minor, the 4th grade minor, okay? B flat substitute F minor. After that, C major, A minor, 1-6, 5th of the 5th grade, 5th grade, and 1. Let's try to remember. One more time. Let's see with the melody, together with the melody. So it's here the last part of this harmony. I'm gonna try to play all by heart. Good luck to me. I think in the first day when you memorize some harmony or theme, sometimes I'm not capable of memorizing a whole song. Okay, I think that I could memorize because this is a simple song, and I recommend you always to start with simple songs. But in the first day, a lot of details are unstable, and don't worry with it. When I have just one day to play something, I prefer to play it by heart, alright? No problem with that. But I recommend you always to memorize a theme and to be studying it, because you're gonna take advantage of knowing by heart and taking more language. But the first day it's not the ideal day, okay, to play something. sorry, I had a problem with the alarm. Alright, you can see that's not perfect execution, okay? These mistakes I've committed are normal for who is memorizing for the first day this theme, and but the next days you're gonna take more easiness to execute this. So don't think the first day is gonna be perfect, but you have a good material to continue playing in another days and searching for variations and things like that, and to use the first days to become intimate of the song you are playing. One more thing I would like to say to you, it's about the interesting thing that happens in the language, in the song. They use a lot of this preparation, this chromatism in a descendant way that's common in Choro. We can find this at the beginning. This cell sounds. It's I think it's that these Choro's ID, okay, because we recognize it being played in the B section again. We have one similar pattern in minor chords in this time. So I recommend you to, when you're improvising some choros, to explore this. This sounds very good at the end of phrasing, and people often ask me, how and what is the reason I'm talking about this chromatic passages. Because in Brazilian music, chromatic passages are not, we cannot use like jazz, double chromatic passages. Some things sound out of the language of the Brazilian music. So I recommend you to take these details found in Choro and try to use in your improvise. For example, I'm sorry for I always say this also, that don't try to improvising harmonies that you memorizing the same day. Sometimes you're gonna get confused with harmonies, similar harmonies of another tunes. And now I'm mixing this harmony with the harmony of a theme that's called 1-0. It's a famous choro from the composer Pixinguinha. It's that. this end of the harmony I've mixed with the Flor Amorosa's harmony. Okay, I'm gonna try, but I think it's gonna not be perfect. I've mixed her again with 1-0 harmony. Let me see, let me read, let me do what I tell you to do, okay? I'm gonna read on the screen. Okay, just try to explore this kind of chromatism that is common in Choro. And so it goes. Realize that when I don't look to the lead sheet, I get confused with this similar harmony. I think one thing I think it's interesting in music, that's in all of our mistakes, they have a reason. They have a relation with something we had experienced some movement that we do, and it's similar, and we are using this movement in another in the wrong context. They are not casualities. I don't know if this word exists in English, but it's that. I think the mistakes always have a reason. Okay, and they are similar to something we do with more easiness. All right. So I hope you have learned some details of this live, and it helps you in memorizing these themes. I'm using a lot of lives to memorize themes I've played. I know, but I didn't play them by heart. And together with you, I am improving my Brazilian accent, and come with me that we are gonna discover together a lot of precious things in the Brazilian accent. Okay, so thanks for watching, thanks for the patience of this seeing this different live, and see you tomorrow for more of the Brazilian accent in improvisation. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.